Why?
Why? He has failed to run this country. He's incapable. Look at everywhere around you. Just shows that this country is in doldrums. He just has to pave way for someone else who can lead this country and who can bring back normalcy in this country. We got there late around 8 p.m. I went to the clinic, took my meds. I've got ulcers and I'm hypertensive. And I had said usually after court I'll just get into the cell and eat my food in the cell. And I've been trying to get a card to have my food in the cell because I eat regularly. But they were like willingly taking their time to give me that card so that I'll get in with my food. So we used to smuggle my food into the cell. So they took my food and threw it away, shouting that Anojga rice panapa, she eats rice and chicken, but Jerry, who does she think she is? She wants to eat good food in prison. But I only eat rice. I eat light diet. I couldn't get my potatoes and oil and etc. etc. So they threw away the food saying, who's Linda here? She wants to do whatever she wants here and etc. etc. So when I got there, I'd taken my meds, I was hungry, I'd last eaten at 1 p.m. We made noise, the whole cell, because everyone had gotten their things thrown away. The other days, they were doing that at other cells, and they wouldn't do that because I'll be there. Then we actually told them that you steal food donated for what? For prisoners here, and we keep quiet. So you are disrespecting us. We don't talk about you stealing our food, but now why are you throwing food that is coming from outside? Until the officer in charge was called from home, she came, we discussed, we talked, and said we're going to solve the issue in the morning. In the morning when the officer in charge came, she had changed goalposts. She was screaming at us, shouting at us, telling us that we can't do what we want, etc. We said, okay, fine. We can't do what we want. We came to prison. This is a cell, you can lock us in here. We're not eating today, we just want the food that you threw away. On the 9th of September, I'd gone to court in Bari. But a fortnight before, there had been a rumor that one of the prisoners overheard one of the prison guards saying they wanted to poison me. So they were actually discussing, saying it's difficult to poison Linda because she eats food that comes from outside. So when she informed me, I got angry, I got bitter, and I wanted to confront the prison guard because she was in the company of women we didn't know. They were wearing the prison's uniform, but you know when you've been in a place for a very long time, you know that these people work here, but those faces were new. So they were actually like they were under pressure to do something to me. But I had just made this resolution that I wasn't going to eat anything from the prison. And then they eventually said, no, you can get your food and get your food cooked here and etc. etc. So eventually I went to the officer in charge and told them, no, and then they called everyone who had something to do with the story. And then we had a meeting with a prison guard was called Choga, was saying, no, the prison guards, they got things out of context. I was just trying to say Kudara and the politics, and all that. And then I said to her, why were you talking about that in the first place? You know, they were like trying to say, no, we don't want to poison you. We're just talking of what used to happen in Kudara. That's when I made a resolution with the officer in charge that I'll get my own person who would cook my food and store my food. Because I didn't trust them anymore. I told them that there was no smoke without fire.
Kana muchida kuvewo kutanga kunzwa nyaya dzakadai mazuva ese garai makateya pa YouTube nekuklika button rakanzi subscribe munobva maita wokutanga pa Zim DITV News kunzwa zviri kuitika.